The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Okay, I'm set up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. Post it. Let's get to it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right up.
Can't turn the light off for real? Oh, crazy.
You had to be in the dark?
Yes. I can't help it. Especially when I try to zone in. Yep. I was finna pass you this, man.
You didn't make up your mind.
I don't know.
Look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
I don't know why I ain't kicked the ball off anyways, man. This shit be crazy. You can't never kick the ball off first.
Head of the chains now, 2nd and 2. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard to go here on second down. Here's Watson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks. And remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start, and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Watson eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves. themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a defense you look back when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku from 13 yards out. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
In motion left is Beckham. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 45 yards. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get this down to the 38. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's now 4 completions in a row. Good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing is Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the 5 minutes of the half. The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Man, get the
There's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he
I hate this weak ass shit, man. They don't even make this shit even for a nigga, man. Weak ass shit.
But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And this This is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 45.
Every time I lose,
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff?
One man. I got 3 motherfuckers can't block 1 person, man. Come on, man. This weak ass shit, man.
This is a good one right in front of them.
Fuck y'all this shit, man. That shit ain't even easy, bro. Look at that. There's no way this Nashville game to fucking stop my motherfucking run, man.
They'll go again with Dobbins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it outside. The defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson, and he's unable to hold it in, so it falls incomplete up the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. They certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Dobbins, and he'll get it inside the 35. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish.
Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins, 34 yards, and the Ravens get a bit closer. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Why slow down instead of go hit this man, man? Come on, man, with that fuck shit.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Room here to run. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That shit's so weak. I swear to God.
They made a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here,
my motherfucking people can't hold the block. They got there right.
Starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout,
pressure versus
it's been unusual.
Head to the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again is Jackson. And he'll He'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but it couldn't quite make it in. And now it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Faking the give. Now Watson out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you chip.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Watson now to throw. Swings this out for a punt. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He's going to go up top again, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins, finding room at midfield.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. The 30, 20, 10, and in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
And now Watson throws another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Go ahead. Hey, no. No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzy, jump.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8.